Just like there are different chambers or rooms for the male and the female members in the palace, similarly, there are separate male and female parts in a flower. The male parts are contained in Androecium, where andros is a Greek word and it means a man, and ecium means a house. So Androecium consists of male parts, and one male part is known as a stamen, which can be compared to a man. Now, just like a man has a head, a stamen has a head which is known as the anther. So this part, this dark part of the stamen is known as the anther. And just like a man has a body, similarly, a stamen has a body which is known as the filament. Now suppose the king has many sons. Now these sons have different kinds of bonding between them. Now let us take one case where all the princes stay together as a single unit of brotherhood. There is a lot of harmony between them. Similarly, there are flowers in which the stamens come together to form a single unit. And such an arrangement is known as monadelphous, where mon means single and adelphous means brother. Now, think of this situation that the king has two queens. Queen 1 has 3 sons and Queen 2 has 2 sons. Now, these stepbrothers, they stay separately and they don't talk to each other. Similarly, there are flowers like butterfly pea in which there are 2 groups of stamens. See? This is one group of stamen and this is another stamen. And this arrangement of stamens is known as diadelphous. Di means 2 and adelphous means brother. Now imagine this situation that the king has many queens and each queen has 2 or 3 sons. Now all these stepbrothers, they stay separately. Now similarly, there are flowers like hoher where there are different groups of stamens. See, there are multiple groups of stamens. This is one group, this is another group, this is the third group, fourth group. So there are multiple groups of stamens. And this arrangement of stamens is known as polyadelphous. Poly means many and adelphous means brother. Now, can you recognize this famous Bollywood actor by just looking at one side of his face? Yes, it is the famous Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. Now, look at the other side of his face. See, it is completely same. This is because a human head is bilaterally symmetrical, which means it is symmetrical or similar on both the sides. Similarly, the head of a stamen, which is known as an anther, is also bilaterally symmetrical. That is, it has 2 equal halves. See, if you cut an anther midway, this portion is similar to this portion. Now, an anther is not only bilaterally symmetrical from outside, it is also similar from inside. See? And these equal halves are known as lobes. Now, each lobe has 2 pollen sacs. So, in total, there are 4 pollen sacs. Now, what do these sacs contain? Well, these pollen sacs contain pollen grains. See, these spherical structures which are very critical for reproduction. These are the various arrangements of stamen. Stamens are present inside the Androecium, which is the male part of a flower. Now, if the stamens are fused together to form a single unit, then that arrangement is known as monadelphous. Now, if the stamens form 2 groups, then that arrangement is known as diadelphous. And if the stamens form multiple groups, then that arrangement of stamens is known as polyadelphous. Now, why are some people allergic to the smell of flowers? Well, this is because while smelling a flower, the pollen grains enter into the nostrils and cause allergic reactions in the people who are prone to allergies.